So today we are doing the Badge of Honor Tread Lightly in Ocala National Forest. I got me and another Jeep going. It's supposed to be 8 people, but there's 2 of us going. It was a 6.5 hour drive here. And I know there's some videos on YouTube, but this is just going to be my video. I'm only doing the southern half, so what I did is they followed me all the way from Alabama, but we left from Winn-Dixie in Silver Springs, Florida, and the trailhead is 8 miles down Florida 40. So we're going to head down, get to the trailhead, and I'm not going to record the whole thing. I'll just bits and pieces. I'm not going to voice over nothing. I'm just going to show the trail. It's a whole bunch of main road stuff. Driving on the southern half, which is 48 miles. So I'm not going to record all 48 miles. That'd be a long video, and I don't know if my GoPro can take it because I only have one memory card too. So I'll record bits and pieces of it that I'd like to share, because apparently this is a really tight trail on the side chute. So there's a main road that goes through the forest, and then you offshoot on different little trails on the side, and that makes up the whole Tread Lightly badge. So I'll do a POV through the forest to show y'all what it's like. Look, this project made possible by the Bronco Wild Fund Ford. That's what I have mapped out. That's where Jeep says to start at if you hit the app, but really it starts way up here on 316. Well,
I don't know, something rattled over there.
This is your first turn off the main road that they got. We shall see. So you need to turn, when you're coming from the main road in front of us, you need to turn down this tight trail. This is Tread Lightly, the one with the gate. Now we're back on course. I mean, it's a tight trail, but I haven't heard anything touch my Jeep yet, so that's okay. And like I said, I'll record these little offshoots and the beginning and ending of them, so that way we can use this to help navigate. You know, some people show bits and pieces going through. I want to show where you go in at, it's kind of what it looks like, and where you come out at. That way, if you come down here, it's like, oh, hey, this is where I go. And I tell you one thing, it looks a lot smaller on a Venza than it really is, because I thought this trail would only take a minute maybe as far as this offshoot, but I don't know, it's a good 5 minutes long maybe. And this is where I gotta take a right. Did you tell me to wait?
Yes, I'm getting out a good picture. Come on.
Well, as you can see, it gets extremely tight. Oh my goodness. Actually, it's really not all that bad, but put the Jeep in third. And we ride. And yes, I am doing this in 4-low just in case I hit really soft sand. I'd want my little 3/8 to be happy.
He has to stay a little bit further back from you too, because you're in a stick shift and this automatic wants to run right up on your ass.
Well, you about lost my ass. I guess it would help if I told y'all I was taking a right before I took it.
We saw you take the right, but when we took the right, we didn't see you.
So now we're coming.
Enjoying the scenery.
So now we're back on the main road, and we're about to take a left to keep on keeping on because this is a road. And now we're back on the main road. My Jeep's in 4-low in 5th gear. Dear Lord, 4-low and I feel like I should probably take my Jeep out of 4-low. Actually, I am. Hey, I'm gonna stop and take my Jeep out of 4-wheel drive low.
Ours is in 4 high, so we're good.
It's killing me driving 16 miles an hour in 6th gear. So, yep, now you're just back on the main road, and I will record whenever something changes. It's just a very long, straight drive. If you happen to come through when someone on street tires went through, the sand will be very choppy, and the Jeeps like to follow tracks, and that was the worst experience I've had driving down the road in my life. So, Forest Service says to take a right. GPX file says go straight. Whatever you feel like doing, it's a national forest. I'm just gonna follow what the Forest Service says. But if you wanted to, you could go straight if you really wanted to. Oh, it's all just open roads anyway. Now we're on a power line. Oh Lord, it's bumpy. But yeah, that's a modification. Oh Lord, did I? No, okay. Ooh. Using Avenza, it's throwing me off. I don't know. I'm not a very technology savvy person, but Avenza just made me think I did something wrong, but I really didn't. I think it's this one. Is that a bridge that we gotta drive across? Yeah, well, it's got guardrails on it. So, this is the next location. Lord have mercy. Okay, stop, bathroom break. Well, that's a whole sand pit right there. That looks like people were playing in. Wow. That looks like fun. It's like a little playground. You can flex your Jeep out and everything right there. Oh no, not water. We gotta go through water.
Son, you get the windows, and you don't stop ahead of time so I can get a picture. I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm so sorry. someone brought a dog out here. Oh, whoever came out here in street tires is making the sand all choppy. I know that was a fun ride for them. Hey Chris, are we gonna get out to take a picture of this, or is this a little too tight?
There, Ghost Rider. That is Snake City for me.
Oh God, I hate sand with a passion. Hate sand with a passion. I guess it'll be fine. Now, I guess I could state that this is 02-2.0B is the little offshoot. Oh, Vinces says I'm going the wrong way now. What the hell? But oh, I just scratched the crap out my door. Back on. I don't mind this being an extremely long YouTube video because I'd like to show people what this looks like, but then again, I don't have another memory card with me, so I have to be very picky with what I record because this is going to take quite a while. Now Vince is acting correctly again. Now, I know it probably looks extremely tight on camera, but I've only touched the side of my Jeep like once this whole ride. I mean, they're hitting my antenna and my mirrors, but as far as paint goes, it's not really touching my paint. That one got inside my Jeep. Now there's a lot of side trails that we're driving past that are not on the map. You just have to go with which one looks like someone's driven down already. At least that's what I'm doing right now. And event.
My side top is taking majority of the impact on this trail.
And like they're 4 inches on 40s, a whole 6 inches taller than I am, and they're saying it's all soft top.
Are you sure the soft tops are good?
I need you to quit worrying about the soft top and enjoy your vacation.
I'm having fun, trust me, and at least it's not my paint job. I got a hard top at the house, worst case scenario.
I've driven through way worse with a soft top, and mine's done fine. So this is kind of screwy, but I'm gonna follow. Yeah, that's some tight stuff right there. Ooh, tree branches. And now we're getting a little bit tighter. Zoom out a little bit. And we're off the trail just like that. Damn. Yep, this is not the way. This is not the way. Hey, this trail's not on my map. I guess we were supposed to take a left instead of coming this way.
You want us to back up into this circle right here?
Yeah, probably.
It was a nice little trail, though.
Yeah, it was, but it's funny because one way looked extremely tight, so I thought this would be the way, but it doesn't show this road on my map. So I picked the road that was the biggest and went down it, and then I slowly started getting off course. See, there's a good reason I'm recording some of this, because it's not the motor vehicle use map is not very user friendly. Y'all may just want to back all the way out, to be honest with you.
Get turned around. We're a little bit wider than you, so it'll take us, a little bit longer than you, so it'll take us a minute to get us turned around.
I'm going to just pull up a little bit to give y'all some space.
Alright.
I think the best way to do this is to keep your Jeep with the compass on and keep the map facing north, so that way you can navigate a little bit better. So if you go the correct way, as in a left at that Y instead of a right at that Y, it's still tight, but the track width is wider, but it's still tight. Oh, it ain't really too bad. Turning around that 4-door on 40s was a pain. So your best bet's to pay very close attention to your map, because it is easy to get turned around. I mean, it's easy to get lost. Well, that tree's been touched a couple times. we got a tree down. We got a tree down. This is unfortunate. So that tree was just rotted. I basically just pushed it and it broke out the way. Oh boy, I'm tired. This tree just been run over, so I'm gonna... Oh my gosh. Oh, that tree's hard. That tree's extremely hard. And the 40s are just gonna roll over it like it ain't nothing. Yep. Oh, he's taking his sweet ass time. It must be nice just to roll over things instead of bounce over them.
There was no problem there.
I'm actually kind of glad I came to do the thing. I could have just clicked check in and just left it alone, but I needed to make a video on it. I plan on hitting every Badge of Honor trail within like the 5 states around me to, well, because no one really does them. And I want to showcase them each as I earn them. I already got 2, but the people with me are also going to get the same 2, so I'll record whenever they go with me. Now we're about to have an intersection of 4 trails, so there should be one to my left immediately and then one to my right, but we're gonna keep going straight. And I'm gonna be honest, this trail may be tight, but it's not touching my Jeep as much as I thought it would. So that's it. There should be a trail to my left. Yes, a trail to my left, and then a trail to my right. That's the trail to my right. We just keep going straight. And we are correct. It's just whenever you're using a Venza, my dog tags make a lot of noise. When you are using a Venza and you keep it north, you gotta remember whatever's on the left is actually on your right. Like if it's on the left on the map, it's on your right, and it's hard to remember because I'm half retarded and I'm like, oh, I got to go right when really I should go left, and it's just you got to learn. Because trying to have a Venza track the way you're going, if you drive too slow, it starts pointing you going the wrong direction when you really shows you going backwards, and that messes me up even more. So this portion is pretty much straight. I'll just record whenever we gotta turn again. On a Venza, it shows me taking a right somewhere up here pretty soon. And it's the only trail marked on my map. So actually it's kind of weird, they got a triangle right here, but we're gonna take a right. We are gonna take a right. Yeah, they got a weird triangle, but just hold right. 13-3.6B, that's correct. One of the few trails that's actually marked on this, and this is actually a good little distance that we're about to drive. So 13-3.6B. Oh, that tree's been run over many a times already. About to make a check mark looking for? I really hope it doesn't rain. I really don't like to deal with wet sand. So we're about to take a left, not onto a different trail, but it's going to be a hard. There's the hard left, okay. Like, I understand why it's a badge trail. You get to, you know, gets people to explore their national forest. There's nothing, honestly, there's nothing technical about it. I mean, it's a 1 to 4 rating, and a 1 to 4 is depending on how much you care about being in tight proximity to vegetation. This trail's wore down. The banks are like 1.5 feet high. I mean, I'm enjoying it. Oh Lord. There we go. There's a Y in the road. It shows me taking a hard right. Hey, I want y'all to stay right here, because it shows me taking a hard right and then veering off to the left. Well, there's a right here, and it veers off to the left. So I'm going to just drive forward a little bit and see if this is correct.
10-4.
So I'm going to leave them at a fork and follow Avenza and see if Avenza is correct, which I don't think it is. But it kind of matches the map, but then again, it doesn't. Negative, this does not match the map.
10-4.
Now I gotta back up. And it's great having two people. I mean, you could do this yourself and it's not exactly all that dangerous. It's just the second you start seeing yourself come off track, go ahead and reverse or whatever, because the map's been pretty accurate as far as my location on the trail. So now we're back at the Y and we're taking a hard right. But like I said, that Y, it looked like it took a, oh damn, there went another duck.
Are you following you now?
Yes, you're following me now. Because from what you could see, the trail.
Give us a second to get turned onto this trail. This is a wide turn. I mean, a sharp turn for us.
Yeah, see, the 4-door it's a very, very sharp turn, which the trailhead shows. But at the Y, the map shows it right, left. Well, you can see the left. It's very deceiving. And that's another reason why I'm making this YouTube video. Some people will just show them going, oh lordy grind, go in a second. They'll just show them going through it. I want to supply a video that shows you what to watch out for so you don't get lost. And this is based off the Forest Service map, not my GPX file, which I'm still using it, but I know what sections to not go down. Which is kind of weird seeing a Ford Bronco logo on a Jeep Badge of Honor kiosk. I mean, it's the Forest Service. It's their kiosk, but it has a Bronco logo on it because they helped sponsored it. So I don't know, it's weird. And then again, this is a public trail. I mean, this is not something Jeep made. You know, like all the stuff at Moab. You know, Jeep didn't make it. The stuff at Stony Lonesome, Jeep didn't make it, but they recognize it. So I guess Ford had to put their logo on it just to advertise their Bronco. But the Bronco's much wider than a Jeep. When I say much wider, I mean, I don't know the actual dimensions, but you have a lot more room in a Bronco, and I'd imagine you tear up a Bronco's paint through this, because we are barely making it without touching anything. Which, then again, if you look at my paint job, I don't really care about scratches, but a lot of people do. And a Bronco, there's no way a Bronco's paint job would survive any of this. But I really wish Avenza's month map was more updated for this forest. I'm pretty sure a Forest Service map would be a better option to use through here. I mean, this is a 2008 map, so it's got extra stuff. The forest has extra trails compared to the map. Now it shows me taking a left here, so that's that doesn't look right. Y'all stay right here for a second.
10-4.
That doesn't look right at all, because that looked almost blocked. But we are taking a hard left. Yeah, the way I just went's correct.
We are headed your way.
Just a little bit of trial and error, that's all. I'm following basically street tires at this point. There's someone out here on street tires doing this trail. That soft sand on the main road is my only concern for street tires. If you got a 3.8 Jeep with an automatic, some of that soft stuff you might want 4 low for, because it was bogging down my manual pretty hard. And now I don't see a trail going to the right, but it shows me taking a hard left right here, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that goes up and to the right. I don't even see that on my map. That's probably, there's another trail just north of us, like a couple 100 yards away, that I think that trail would connect you to. We got another down tree that we're just going to roll over.
Bobby said his Jeep's not going to make it over this.
Come on, that little thing can do it. I lost many of ducks on that one. second tree to go across my paint. Third, okay, we're getting a little bit tighter.
Bobby said his front stops on that one.
At least he didn't take out your inner fender like I did. I use this. I bought me a Cobra from Walmart. I can't even remember. It was like a 865 or something. Whatever. It's 40-mile range with a LCD screen, and we used it the whole drive down here, which took 7.5, 8 hours. And then we've used it all the way here and in the forest, and it's still on a full battery. So I'm actually impressed. Highly suggest using radios. It makes the world of difference. And 2 trails should be coming on at 13.36. Hey, has anyone commented on the Facebook post, or is it really, are we really only 2 that even showed up for this?
You'll have to give me a second. I'm fighting a spider.
Because if people were going off the time in their Jeeps and didn't realize they crossed to another time zone, they'd be screwed.
Dan Sika liked the post but did not post on it. Hang on.
He did it with Shelby Off-Road. He's the person I took all the advice for doing this trail.
That's right, he's already done this trail before.
Shelby Off-Road invited me to come do this trail, but it was after I already planned this ride. And I wasn't coming to Florida twice.
Yeah, I have to agree on that.
So we are about to exit 13-3.6. We're about to cross over 13 and hop on 05-1.5, which is kind of up and to the right according to this. Yep, there it is. Make sure ain't nobody coming, because this is a pretty good road right here. So we're on 13 now, and we're taking a left onto, yep, 05, 1.5. The 05 is really small, the 1.5 isn't. So, and now it looks like just straight open road. Put the same. Was I already in 4th? I guess I put in 5th. And I am riding in 4-low, that way I can drive slow when need to be. Wow, this looks like they added dirt to this one. That high lift jack's getting on my nerves. I have a high lift on the back of my Jeep now, and it's getting on my nerves. I still have to make a video about everything I've done to my Jeep. Oh, now we're getting a little bit more fun. Just more my style, put back and forth. 1336 got a little crooked. Apparently this one is too. My goodness. Very good. Looks much more drastic looking at someone else in the back than what it felt like. So I'm almost, the way I think this works, which I did little research on the trail. I just found the route and went. The whole numbers are main roads, and anything that has a dash after it is a side road. So like I'm looking at 05 on the map. That's going to be a nice open big road. Like 13's a nice big open road. So anything that's dash whatever is going to be a nice little trail you can go down. So if you ever need to get out of the forest, you hop on any road that's a whole number like 05, 13, 02, and you can get yourself back out pretty easy. Any trails will be a dash with a number behind it. Hey, we're chasing a turkey. We're chasing a turkey right now.
You should be recording that.
Don't worry, I'm actually recording right now. It took off. I got my Glock with me. It's still turkey season.
We had a deer take off running through the woods a while ago.
Are y'all riding with the windows down?
Yeah, that's how I got spiders all in the Jeep while ago and was having to come apart.
I mentioned in the thing to leave your windows rolled up if you want critters to stay out. So we are still on 05-15, about to take a right onto 0515A. It's somewhere up here close on the right. It's the only trail on my right that I should be able to see. Is it clearly marked? Nope, that's not a trail. That's just an off little place to park. Little picnic area. I think that's that bright sandy patch in front of me is 0515A. Now let's try our best to not get lost. I see a whole lot of turning happening right here. Yep, this 0515A. Yep, and then this side actually has a sign mark. So here's another little offshoot. The southern part of this forest is actually really well marked. I will say that 0515, both that trail and the shoot off A are probably the tightest parts so far on Tread Lightly. I mean, it's not terrible, but I mean, it's not anything that I haven't done. I mean, I've done much worse than this. Haven't recorded much worse than this, but I've done much worse than this. I meant to record my last turn, but 0515A comes to a T, and the Forest Service does have a sign up, but you can't read it. But all you need to know is you just need to take a left. It's pretty self-explanatory, nothing confusing about it. I don't know, I'm guessing this is like 13 something now. It isn't really well marked past the T because all the signs are kind of dead. But when you're on 0515A, it will come to a T and you will take it left. I didn't record that last turn either because my map showed just a hard right turn. But the trail we're on is 13.17, 13-1.7, and it'll come to another T, and you just gotta make sure you take a right, and that one was labeled 13.17. And eventually, according to my map, we'll come out on 05-2.2, and we'll take a left onto that. Actually, here pretty shortly. And someone came out here in street tires. I mean, I'm still following street tires the whole way. I've yet to drive on a single portion that wasn't done on street tires before me. Just know, on very soft sand, street tires are going to be a big pain, a very big pain. Because all they did was chop up the sand, and it made it very bumpy for us on larger tires. Which the guys behind me on 40s, I kind of smooth everything out with my tires so they get to ride a little bit smoother. But that soft sand riding over people with street tires, it was, boy, it was a bumpy ride. Let's see, we're about to come out onto another one. Looks like it wants to rain on us. I hope not, but then again, what can I do about it at this point? I'm 20 miles into a national forest at this point. Okay, I ain't lost him yet. And it shows us more or less merging into another trail. It's not much of a turn, which I should be seeing another trail on my right here in a second, according to the map. See, there's a sign right there. Okay, so yep, you're gonna want to take a left. 0522. You want to take a left onto it, and then you ride this until you hop on 05. It looks like it dead ends on 05, but it should be a main road. So we're about to get off 0522 and hop on 05. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is kind of washed out. Kind of, an understatement actually. And I guess I'm gonna go back to just four-wheel drive high. And now we ride 05 for a while, and I mean a while. Actually, yeah, we ride on 05 the majority of the time back. So I went back to 4 high on 05, and I've made the executive decision, considering it's just a gravel road, to be in 2-wheel drive, because there's no need to be in 4-wheel drive driving down a road this good. But you stay on 05 all the way until you hop on 05-11, and then next thing you know, you're back on 09 and you're done with the trail. So this is Forest Service Road 14 that we're crossing over. You can turn up it, go to more trails, whatever, I guess. This is the route the Forest Service has. So pretty, I'm almost positive we're done with the trail. It's just we're headed back to Highway 40 at this point, because, well, we take Highway 40 all the way back to the hotel. So eventually you're gonna get to road 22 and you're gonna just drive straight across it to stay on 05. stalled my Jeep out. I think the Tundra is lost. I would say that the Tundra is... Oh, Lord. I would say the Tundra is, in fact, lost. My Jeep just threw itself out of four-wheel drive. But, yep, just stay on 05 for a while until you get to 0511. So, we are on 05, and here in a little bit, you know, we're driving 30 plus miles an hour right now. Picked up a Tundra. He might be the street tires I've seen this whole time down the trail. But, we're about to take a right on the 05-11, which is right here on the right. Thank God that sun is.
Alright, so let's stop for a minute.
That sun's absolutely killer. Oh, body brake. So I don't remember. Oh, music. Pause that. I don't remember what I said, but all I know is this is straight. I mean, about as straight as you're seeing is about as straight as it is. On the map, it shows straight, and then you take a left and then get back to the highway, and you've done the whole southern half according to the kiosk that they got. So we shall see. But this is pretty much tread lightly. This was one of the last turns. Actually, it's only one more turn and then you're done with the trail. Southern half at least. So we're coming to the end of 05-11, about to take a left here in a little bit, which there is a trail on my right somewhere that we're on past. But we're coming to the end of this one, which might as well say is the end of the end of the southern half. There's 2246 on my right. Ain't nobody drove down that in a while. And this should be 09. This is the main road that you turned off Highway 40 on. And now you are pretty much done with tread lightly. That was the whole southern half. Of course, I had to save some space on my SD card, so I didn't record every single bit of it. We took off at, see, I said 9:30. Basically got here at 10. Got to the kiosk at 10, right off 40, and it is now 1 o'clock. It took us, by the time we get back to Florida 40, it will be 3 hours worth of riding. So just the southern half takes 3 hours. And then I'll go over to the kiosk one more time, and then we'll head back to the hotel. Very good. So I don't know how the audio is, I don't know how the video looks. I didn't check my position with my front decal and stuff. I don't know. I recorded it, it's in the phone. Like I said, if you get a GPX file off the internet, you'll have like an additional 8 more miles to drive, is what it appears to be. I went off the kiosk, I just did it, I done it. It was fun, I loved it. Kind of wish I would have followed the GPX file more than the kiosk, because I would have had more riding through woods to do, but that's fine.